This next variation on the driving exercise, we're going to look at drifting the horse in and out on the circle, applying some pressure on his rib cage and seeing if he'd yield to that and move sideways onto a bigger circle, and then drawing him back in again onto a smaller circle. Okay, so we're starting again exactly the same way we did in the foundation exercise, directing that shoulder there, walking, driving, so his shoulder reaches onto that circle. I'll just allow him to kind of get comfortable there in the walk. Just want him to do a little bit more. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of keep my flag up in the air here. And I'm just going to apply some pressure sort of towards that wither area, kind of moving that flag towards him. If he goes too fast, I'm just going to kind of block him a little bit with it. And I'm going to see if I can just get him just firstly probably comfortable with that flag being in that position. And seeing if I can just play with that. So I'm applying the pressure. He's looking to do something, he's speeding up. I want him to see speeding up's not what I want. As soon as he starts to drift sideways there, I leave him alone, keep moving forwards. And I might see if I can get a little bit more drift. There again, that's nice. And again, a little bit more drift. There, I don't want him going faster, so I block that. Ask him to keep moving forwards. And he's not going faster because, you know, he thinks, you know, he's trying to be naughty or disrespectful or any of those things that people might attribute to that. He just doesn't really understand what I want. This is all quite new to him. I've deliberately left this horse a little bit with some of these exercises so that I could film them. That's a bit better. He's sort of looking at me a little bit confused about what I want from him. Not forwards. And I just want to just drive there. He drifted over. You see that rope slide through my hand. Again here, just applying a little bit of pressure there on that wither area. Direct there. Again, he drifted over. And as soon as he drifts over, you see me bring that flag back, go back into that passive neutral position. So if I want him to move forwards, you see me, I direct some energy to him. I'm a lot more active in my body language. As soon as he's doing the right thing, I become more passive with that. Okay, so we'll just draw that rope down through my hand there, and so we put him back on a smaller circle. Allow him to walk forwards again on that. And again here, I'm just going to drive on that wither area. Block him if he tries to go faster, block him if he tries to go faster. And allow him there just to drift over, and again back into that passive position. Drift him a little bit more, see if we can get to right to the end of this 12-foot lead rope. No, go faster. See a block on that head there, move my flag in front of him a little bit, whatever it would take just to get him to slow back down again. I'd like to get all of this done at the walk if possible. Okay, and we'll have a go at that the other way. So just trot my hands over, yield my hindquarters, drive that shoulder back the other direction. I might just go back to that parking in motion exercise so that he doesn't get too bothered with that flag. He's just kind of rocking that head around. It's like I said, he's pretty raw with this. He doesn't really understand what I want. He's just trying to figure it out, trying to search for where that comfort might be. I don't want him getting bothered. I just want him to think his way through this. So I just allow him there to do something he understands. And we'll go back to it here. So again, just putting a little bit of pressure. That was nice at that time. He sort of didn't look to speed up. A little bit of pressure again there. See if I can just there again. He's just drifted out. Allow that rope to slide through my hand. And we'll just push a little bit more and see if we can get him right. Yeah, no, he's gone. Decide to speed up. And you're going to get this a lot when you ride a horse too. You know, anytime you put pressure on the horse that he doesn't understand, a lot of times he's going to look to speed up. And that's why it's good to kind of get some of these things figured out on the groundwork. That he's already got that mindset of where, you know, just because we're putting pressure on him doesn't necessarily mean that he needs to speed up and move his feet faster. You know, there might be a lot of places he needs to go to look for that relief. So again, there, a little bit of pressure and cause him to yield. And now it's taking a lot less. He's sort of getting the idea. As soon as my flag comes up there and I start to direct it towards that wither, you know, where I'd be riding him from, he's looking there just to immediately drift over.